Hello everyone. Today we will continue from step number 9. In the previous video we will continue up to step number 8. So here it is written that for view we have to create a resources folder inside the src folder of a project. We already created the resources folder inside the src folder of our project. So we are moving toward our next line. Inside resources folder we have to create a folder named as views. So in our resources folder, we have to create a new folder named as views. Now, in this views folder, we can create a view for the package. Right now, we are going to create a folder hello world inside this. So we have to create another folder under the views folder named as hello world. Now under the hello world, we have to create a file named as helloworld.blade.php. So I am going to create a file named as helloworld.blade.php under the hello world folder. Now just like the route file, we also need to register our view folder inside our service provider. So now copy this line and paste it to the service provider under the boot function. Now we will add CSS to our package. To add CSS, create package.json. We already created package.json in step number 2 and webpack mix.json file inside the root of your package. So now I am going to create a file named as webpack mix.js under the root of my package. Now in the next line, it is written that create a resources folder inside the src folder. Inside resources folder, create a folder named as assets. So now I am going to create a assets folder under the resources folder. Now next, inside it, create a folder name as app.scss. So under the assets folder, I create a file named as app.scss. This app.scss will consist SAS for package. In package.json file, we have to mention our npm dependency. So package.json will consist this line of codes. And webpack mix.js consists of these lines of codes. Now, all the dependency can be built according to need. After doing this, we have to go to root of our package and run npm install. So we will go to our root of our package and open in terminal. And here we will run npm install. And here it is showing the error. So let's try again. Okay, this error is showing because npm is not installed in my system. So first I have to install npm in my system. So now npm is installed in my system. Now we will write npm install and press enter. And here npm is installing. It will take few minutes. So now npm is installed in our package. Now we will move to the next line. In the same way, we can also add images and GS inside the asset folder of resources. To do so, we have to create two folders. First is GS and second is images. Under the GS folder, we have to create a app.js file. So I am going in our assets folder, and here I am creating a new folder named as JS. Under the JS, I am creating a file name as app.js. And another folder I create with the name of image for the images. Okay, make it images. So now we need to publish these two. Also we did for CSS. We will add these two to our backpack mix.json. So we have to copy this code and paste in our webpack.mix.js file. After doing this, we need to add an event listener so that admin layouts include our CSS. For this, we need to add an event listener in service provider. To do so, we have to create a folder called layout. So I am going to create a folder named as layout under our views folder. Inside it, I am going to create a file, a blade file named as style.blade.php. So now I am going to create a new file named as style.blade.php. Under the style.blade.php, we have to put this line of codes. So the layout is style.blade.php. We will put it and remove this line. Okay. Now next is we have to create event listener. Okay. To create an event listener, we have to add this line under the boot function. In our service provider.php file, here the boot function, and we have to put the code here. Okay. Other thing is we need to extend admin layout as master, and that extends admin layout master to packages ACME hello world src resources. We will extend our admin layout after some time. Before going to step number 10, we will correct our mistake which we done in our previous video. In the previous video, it is showing the error that the path not found. Now the error has been gone. Another thing is that in the previous video, I have said that we will use our language file after some time. So now the time has been come to use this. So now I am going to add this line of code in our view file. In the resources, view, hello world.php, here we put the code. And save it. Now refresh the page. It is showing Jane Doe as we written in our language file. If I change this Jane Doe to Savoy, now here it becomes Savoy. I hope you understand up to step number 9. Now we will move to our step number 10. To add database to our package, create a database folder inside the src. So now I am going to create a database folder inside the src folder. And here in our src folder, I am creating a new folder, the name database. Inside the database, create migrations and Cedar's folder. So inside the database, I am creating migration, and another folder is Cedar's. So here I create another folder named as Cedar's. Now in migration, create a table for package, and in Cedar's create Cedar. Now we need to add migration to our provider so that it can load them. Now copy this line of code, and again we go to our service provider, and under the boot function we put the code. Now I am going to step number 11. In step number 11, we can create controller folder inside HTTP folder. So I am going to create a folder named as controller inside the HTTP folder. So here is the HTTP folder. Inside HTTP, I am going to create a folder named as controllers. Under the controllers folder, I am going to create a file named as controller.php. So here is our controller folder, and I am going to create a file named as controller.php. In the controller.php, I am going to put this code. So copy the code and go to controller.php and paste here. Now in step number 12, we will add a menu in admin login. For this, we need to create a config folder inside src folder. So under the src folder, I am going to create a new folder named as config. And under the config folder, I am going to create a file named as menu.php. And in the menu.php, I have to put this code. In this file, we provide the name of the menu, its route and its icon. Now for the route, we need to create a controller. So inside controller, we will create a hello world.controller.php. So inside our controllers folder, I am going to create a new file named as hello world.controller.php. So here is our, inside the HTTP folder, our controller folder is there. And under the controller folder, I am going to create a new file named as hello world.controller.php. In this file, we have to put this code. So copy the code and go to hello world.controller.php and paste it here. Now for the route, we will create a name route as. So we will create our route for our admin. So copy this code and go to our route.php and put the code here. Okay, now it is looking fine. In the next line, it is written that after creating a controller route, we need to merge this menu.php folder with core menu file. To merge this thing, copy the code and go to hello world service provider.php. Under the register function, put the code. Now this menu will come in admin login. So this is our front end, and now we will check our admin panel. It is something showing or not. So first we have to log in our admin panel. Example admin@example.com. admin 123. And we can see here we added our hello world. If we click, it is found hello world dot index file is not found. So for our admin panel, we will create a view file under the resources view hello world. Under the hello world folder, we will create a new file named as index.php, and previously I have said that I have to use this code later, and here is that code. We have to extend our admin layout. So copy the code and paste it here. Refresh, and here it's showing @extends. Why it is happening? Because it is not a blade file, it becomes a simple PHP file. It's my mistake, sorry for that. Rename the file to blade.php. Okay, now, and here you can see. Other problem is looking at on the top that it is showing something hello world.style. So let's solve this issue. To solve this issue, we will go to our service provider. Here it is written hello world.layout.style. So let's see where we put our file. Hello world, and here is our layouts, and here is our style. Okay. So this, I hope this error is showing because we use a hello world and our layout file is just under the view folder. So remove here hello world, and that text is gone. And now the other thing, we see our code. So here you see that our style sheet is connected. So if you can write the CSS, your CSS will be shown here. I hope you like the video, and I hope you understand all the steps. But if you find any confusion, then you can raise the ticket on bagisto.uv-.com. Stay connected. Thanks for watching.